Let's see.
Everybody.
I just posted in the app. Y'all still drop y'all tickets in there. That way everybody can still see. And I'm still do the same thing. I'm gonna chart them, and then send them to my Twitter. And then after the Twitter, I'm gonna post them in the app still, so we can keep a lot of stuff going on here. But start dropping tickets. Let's talk about it, and we go from there. I guess while we waiting, I've been doing this thing with trading about 6 years now, and it's been a struggle. So I understand if y'all need second opinions or you trying to see if something that you got going on the way that you thinking. I always say the more eyes you can get, the better, because sometimes stock market can play tricks on us. We can trade it and it's going one way. Next thing you know, rug pull is going the other way. So I'm here to help and see what all I can do in order to make sure we all make some bread, because it was some nice plays that y'all called out last week. And let's see if we can do it again this week. I don't know if Bust in here or not. He posted Apple Inspire. Let me see if I can go ahead and get started on there. NEP, extra double cheese, hell yeah. Hey, we up. Riley. We did Riley and our RBX last week. If I remember correctly, our RBX, it was consolidating sideways in what looked like a big bull flag. So I was big time bullish on RBX. Never looked into it since then. But let me see. Spire. Hey, type in the chat, let me know who in here. Can y'all hear me? Buster, all right. Jordan, Allen Gill. Okay, y'all can hear me. Cool. I wasn't able to do it from my phone, so I'm having to do the live stream from my computer. So the quality kind of bad. That's why I'm on the webcam on my computer. I'm actually looking at spot chart right now, and it definitely broke out. But that could be a sign of a structure change on the candlestick. So I normally like to go back in and rechart every Sunday because you never know. You could be looking at some type of pennant, or you can be looking at a wedge one week, and a big daily candle happens and breaks the structure. And it's better if you just go back every week and rechart some of these stocks. And if I post when I post them, if y'all got any questions about like, what type of contracts to buy, what to look for in the contracts, entries, or whatever, we're gonna talk about it. Let's see. I'm looking at SPY right now. I promise y'all, once I get used to this live thing, I'm gonna figure out how to be able to throw the screens up of the charts on my computer and everything. And that way y'all can watch me chart some of these tickets too. While I'm charting this, I guess the ones that's in here, go ahead and put how long you've been trading. Right now the spot actually looking decent. 2 years, but still new to TA. Man, TA is everything to me. Um, that's one thing I learned throughout the years. My technical analysis pretty much then trumped everything that I've learned about trade news or um, waiting on news to come out, CPI, PPI, any of the inflation news, pre-market, whatever, Jerome Powell. I I sit out if it's choppy, and I normally my trading thing is I normally play market reversals. So I've always been good at catching the very bottom of the stocks and then the very top. I've got good at intraday trading over the past probably 2 years because I felt like that was just my weakest game in trading. But I've gotten a, a, a whole lot better over intradays, and now I learn instead of making watch lists for the week, I actually do better when I like wake up pre-market and see what levels the market is in and go from there. I got burned a lot trying to swing trade and uh, play market news and stuff like that. Like you never know if they're gonna sell the news or they're gonna buy the news sometimes. So technical analysis wins for me. All right. Looks like I just about found my levels for SPY. Got a gap. Look like we can break up some more, break to the upside some more. Uh, which time frame would be the best? One, two, think the one time frame would be the best to play on this week. We're gonna do a break above 522, 535. That's a long way up. All right, I'm posting my first chart. Buster told me SPY. So let's see, gap fill look like that's around like 512, 513. I'm gonna try to be short and sweet with these descriptions now. $5.35. All right, so I just I just post spot chart in the comments. The last post that I post on After Hours, I just posted the spot chart in there. Spot actually looks like it's at the top of a resistance right now at 522, top of the pattern. We do got a gap fill down to about 512, 513. As far as this week, we're gonna have to do either one of the two. Either it's gonna reject 522, 523. It's gonna reject 522, 523 tomorrow. And it's gonna make that retreat back down to fill that gap towards 512 or the bottom of that pattern, that triangle pattern. Or we're gonna try to break up past 523 and we're gonna run 535 tops. That's what I see on the SPY right now. How did you learn TA? Trial and error, watching different experienced traders and what all they did. I joined a lot of discords, but mostly just screen time, finding out what I'm doing wrong, breaking down, seeing what indicators I use, what some of the bigger traders are using as far as like moving averages, RSI, MACD, and just kind of feeling what works for me. I find that patterns, drawing patterns, probably guides me the best, and then use my indicators in confluence with the pattern. So I know if like the RSI on one of the time frames, the hourly, is pretty high or headed towards 70, I'm gonna start finding the trends or the pattern that it's in right now to try to see if it's going to top out or if it's going to break out and go from there. So TI is just pretty much trial and error, finding out what indicators you like. Some people like the VWAP, some people like moving averages, the different numbers, the 8, the 21, the 50, the 200, the 100, and play it in different ways. Some people like the MACD and follow the trend that way. I use them all, but if you trade on a low volume day, that's where the actual patterns come into play. Because low volume days, your RSI, it may stay at 70 all day, may never come down and the stock continuously goes up, or it can go down to 30 and the stock continues to sell off. And that's just when, the market is just doing what it want to do. The algo kicked in and it's just going to keep going until that price target that it wants pretty much plays out. But on a regular day where it's decent volume, you can pretty much follow the indicators and make some good plays as long as they work in confluence with one another. Let's see what's next. I think I seen Apple too. I'm gonna do NEP and see how that one looks. I know a lot of y'all have FOMO on ALCC. Some people made some money, and some people lost some, but mergers like that, you just never know sometimes. Sometimes it works out good, and sometimes the mergers just suck all the money out of it. STNE, I peeped that chart a little earlier, and I did see ER was coming up. I think it said ER was coming up tomorrow after market close, after closing bell. Should be interesting. I think we got Nvidia too, and a couple more big names got ER this week too. That's gonna play a big deal into where the SPY and the Qs head this week also though. I'm working on NEP. Did y'all see the Alan QQQ? I used to watch the SPYs and the Qs. I learned to watch the SPYs just because the SPY normally controlled the market. But over time, I started watching the Qs because the Qs are mostly made up of tech. And as far as now, this market is controlled mostly by tech. Everything is AI. So Google, Nvidia, Amazon, AMD, everybody want to hear the word AI. So in my opinion, the Qs are kind of leading the market as far as the momentum than the SPY because they both have different holdings. If you go on, you check like the top 10 holdings of SPY and the top 10 holdings of QQQ, they're going to be made up, with different tickers and different percentages. I think SPY has a little bit more some health stocks in there that kind of contributes to its up and down, which is why sometimes you will see the Qs dump harder than the SPYs. Sometimes you'll see both of them consolidate around the same ranges. So it just depends on the sector rotations that, is what I watch. I just watch Qs because I trade tech more. So I know if Qs are holding up better, I have a better chance of playing the trends with the technology with Nvidia, which Nvidia is probably my favorite stock to trade on an everyday basis. Well, the SPY, they mostly made up of all just about the same holdings. Like I said, SPY and Qs, their holdings vary just a little bit. Their holdings vary just a little bit, not by a lot, but sometimes if you just watch the price action on the spies and the Qs move, which fun fact, spies and Qs normally move within $5 ranges. So it might go down 250, it might go up 250, it might just run up a straight $5, it might run down straight $5. But if you watch it, the price action for spies and Qs are pretty much $5, between $4 and $5 on a daily move. So you can watch that to kind of look for reversals also. And that kind of gives it away sometimes if you're trying to swing trade or day trade. It might kind of point out when the dump off or the run up is kind of done and looking for a pullback or a reversal. NEP. NEP chart's kind of interesting. All right. Very interesting. I think the 4 hour is going to show the best. This looks like the earnings. Okay. Posting the NEP chart on my Twitter now. This uptrend. All right. Some FYI on the mirror. Got you, bro. Uptrend. All right. If you're on my Twitter and you like the chart, go ahead and like it for me too. Repost. Um, that'll help too. Just let me know how many people are tapping in on the live, how many people supporting the charts, and if it's helping anybody. Here's NEP. I'm not going in no order. I got RIBX. Let me double check that. RBIBRX. Still new to that ticker. Yeah, nothing really changed. IBRX is still consolidating in that sideways trend. It could be waiting on news. I don't really follow the stock all that good, so I don't know what it's waiting on. I don't know what's probably gonna come of it. But as far as playing the charts right now, as long as nothing negative come out, I don't see you losing. Uh, I don't see you losing any money on this stock other than something positive coming out. It breaks up and then you just early to the party. You holding while it's running. So I'm gonna post the updated chart. Let me find the old chart just to give you an update. IBRX. you already in there, or if you caught it before it even got in there sideways consolidation, you already in the money. You good. All we need is some good information, and it's off. It's going. Um, Riley, I think we talked about that one. Yeah, Riley look like it's still consolidating too. I don't really want to. I don't like making assumptions when something's just not starting the consolidation because it's the thing about that you can't really tell how long it's gonna be consolidating. You can't really tell when it's gonna break out. Like you don't know if it's just news pending or it's just stalling out with the market in general. So I try not to when I see that it's not really a clean trend or it's the beginning of one. I try not to overchart it because what end up happening is it'll just be too much noise on the screen. And then when it's too much noise on the screen, then it's just charts are supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to make sense. They don't have supposed to have a million guidelines. You ought to be probably one of the most common patterns that you can find as far as technical analysis goes. And it makes trading a whole lot easier. You ain't gotta overthink it. But yeah, let me post the updated chart. It does have a slight bearish pattern. Look like it's forming on the daily though. Almost like a bear flag that could break to the downside because it does have a gap underneath. Yeah, so I'm thinking Riley's forming a bear flag on the daily because it's not quite a bull penny check. ER on the 15th, so that could be why it's consolidating. So you got an ER in what 3 days? Yeah, I would watch out for Riley to consolidate going into ER, which I could be wrong. It could break out and go, but from what the charts say right now, I wouldn't trust it. Not unless it breaks out. I need to consolidation on the daily. Google, got you. Google consolidation on the daily. Possible bear flag for earnings. And what could happen is this bear flag breaks out tomorrow. I mean, bear flag breaks tomorrow. It heads downward because it has a gap to fill down towards 20, 22, between 26 and 22. So that could break, sell off, drop, and then play right into ER, play the bottom of that trend. And when ER comes around, just breaks back up to the upside, forms like a little, mm, can't really call a pattern, but it definitely could break to the downside. And ER comes around and it just blows right back up. But we'll see day by day and see how this works, see how this go. Um, that's Riley. STNE. STNE Stone Cold. I thought I charted this, but I didn't. So give me a few minutes. Appreciate y'all checking in with me. If I've been helping with all the charts that I've been posting or answering questions or anything like that, if I could help, I'm glad I could. I understand that, you know, trading is a journey. Everything don't work the same way every time you enter a play, but that's why it's good to be in a community. It's after hours community. It's probably one of the best little places that I've hung out with mid traders and stuff. You know, it's some, this trade, it gotta have support around you because it's easy to get burnt out, especially if you're not in winning trades, you losing money. It's taxing on the mental. And if you don't have a good little community around you, you'll be in and out. I've seen so many traders put money in and blow accounts, and now they just out of it. So if I can help lessen the blow on losses, you know, I'm all for it because everybody can't afford for these $1,000 classes and stuff like that to learn how to do this. It's something that should be taught in school, honestly, but STNE. Just about done. Yeah, I'm on TradingView. Like I said, I'm gonna get to the point to where I can chart and it'll be live on the screen or whatnot. Like I said, it's just I'm new on live. I've never been live before on anything. Um, so once I get adjusted to this, I'm gonna try to get it to where the quality better. Y'all can watch me while I chart and things are like that. But I'm doing the best I can what I got right now, fam. Bro, for real, I'm 34, and me and my roommates, we had this conversation. My old roommate, but we still good. He trades futures, but I tell him I was like, pretty much, if I would have had this in school, back in college, like that would have saved a lot of money issues. And I'm telling where I would have been right now, but like I said, it should have been taught. But hey, we all would have been in a better place if we was able to start back then. I need to turn some of my indicators on so I can kind of read this better. All right, so STNE earnings on the third. Oh, it's tomorrow. It ain't much I can really say about STNE right now, especially with earnings tomorrow. It can do two things. Either it's gonna run, either it's gonna run or it's gonna consolidate all day tomorrow. It's gonna drop and it's gonna consolidate between probably 1650 and 1630 all day tomorrow. And then the ER will determine the trend and let you know where it wants to go. Personally, my highs and lows for ER, look like 1815 and probably 1460, 1455 Cisco coming up. But yeah, my highs and lows for post ER is probably be like between 1815 and 1650ish. Here's the chart going into it. Right now, it's testing the bottom of bottom of a penny. Yeah, it's testing the bottom of a penny into a gap up. Normally, gap ups. Normally, they do a pretty good job in holding the stock up. You know, if that's normally what buyers stepped in at, depending on the size of it. If a stock trades down into a gap up, a previous gap up, you can expect to consolidate. Buyers will step in, and probably a day or so later, they'll push the price to the roof. A lot of that is just like liquidity sweeps. Um, it's got buyers down there. Once it reached that, you'll see like a long wick just right back up. Cause soon as it touch down into that buyer zone, they snatch it up, as fast as they can get it, drive the price right back up, and then normally stocks start making new highs once those liquidity grabs be down there at the bottom. I'm posting this T&E on the Twitter. And the yellow lines are gonna be, those are my top and bottoms for post ER, depending on what are you in, or if you got shares where you bought at, depending on that lets how much your risk versus reward is. Earnings tomorrow after hours. I expect either a consolidation or a run up. I'll even say it could run up. Into close. Let's see who posted that one. Trying to make it. I got you. Here go your chart. Mara. Hey, man, let me tell y'all, crypto, it's been a hell of a volatile stock to trade. Whether you trading MSTR, Mara, Coin, Riot, any of those that mirror Bitcoin, man, those are going to be like, those are hell of a stocks to trade. My moves for tomorrow. If I just had to take a wild guess, which, like I said, I don't like guessing before pre-market. I don't like guessing before pre-market, but I don't know. I'm not gonna make an assumption. I try not to guess too far. I think the market could continue to run up until it gets exhausted. I'm not sure what. I had to go back and see how the Qs and the SPY closed. I know the SPY ran a little bit, and I think the Qs closed. I think they closed flat, I believe. 442. Yeah, because it closed. It didn't really. It dumped down to 439. It went back up to 442. So we're just going to have to see. We got a lot of news coming out this week, so that's going to play a big variable into how pre-markets open throughout this week. Trying to make it. I'm gonna come back to Mara. I'm gonna try one on FYI. I'm gonna do Google, Cisco, and then the ones that hit me twice with a second chart, I'm gonna come back and then do yours again. But just so I can go ahead and get one of everybody's, we're gonna do it like that. CPI is big. CPI, PPI, Jerome Powell, whenever he has those noon meetings to talk about inflation rates, whether it's going to be a dovish or a hawkish landing based on interest rates and stuff like that. We just had a like the employment rates. I think last Friday, not the previous Friday just passed, but the one before that. Job reports, and I think they were down. I have to go back and look, but I think they were down. But yeah, uh, those pre-market news, they have big effects. CPI definitely has big effects on the market. You can be in the uptrend. CPI comes in hot, it'll flush the whole market down for the rest of the day. So you definitely have to be careful when you swing plays into CPI or PPI or any of those job reports pre-market when you have those out throughout the week. I'm finna chart. Hold on. I think I'm gonna do on, but I think two people just hit Mara. So I do Mara, knock two birds out one stone. Cisco running up for ER. I'm about to look at Cisco charts in a little bit and see. I'm looking at Mara right now. Crypto, Bitcoin just ever since it hit 70, it's just been a lot of slow profit taking. MicroStrategy, that's one of those. I think his name Michael Saylor. It's one of his. I think he's like the face of Bitcoin. But MicroStrategy sold a lot of Bitcoin supposedly once it hit 70K, and it's just been kind of in a consolidation lately. But Mara. Anybody invested in Bitcoin? I had some holdings, but yeah, once it hit 70, I was done. According to what I was looking at chart based, it was kind of the top. And I'm not a big long term holder in Bitcoin either. Cause I didn't get in when I should have, when the charts looked like it was good to get in. I was kind of being cheap and banking on it to go a little bit lower. And I forgot what happened. I think it was them banking ETFs started getting a whole lot of news, and it just took off and it ran for the hills and didn't want to come down. I'm charting on Mara right now. That's one stock that you can get long term calls for. They don't cost you just like crazy arm and a leg, kind of like Coin does. I don't like it's too much to Mara chart though. It look pretty standard. Like it holds trends fairly well. I just you just got to be careful because you don't know what Bitcoin gonna do sometimes. Sometimes it'll flush, sometimes it'll pump, and then you just get huge profits if you play it the right way. It actually got close to a breakout from looking at the daily chart. So it's definitely possible for Mara to break out. It's a gap that needs to be filled um, at 1390. Hold on. It looks like it might break down to 1314 because it's 17 right now. My bad. So it possibly could be breaking down. But until it breaks down, all I can say is play these trends. Right now, it look like calls are back in. Could go back and retest the top of this triangle, pin it. But 5-9 it just had earnings, I think. I'll check it out. I'll look at it in a minute. I still got a few more ahead of you, but we'll get to it. Macro charts. Um, Good bounce here. I'll be watching Mara for. I don't know. I will watch Bitcoin before I watch Mara. Only because Bitcoin will make the move first. And once Bitcoin starts making the move, you can expect a delayed move with the rest of the crypto stocks. So Mara, Coin, all of those, I would be watching Bitcoin if I'm going to trade Mara and see how that reacts. I think Bitcoin might be going down to like 57, 56, 57. Go back and retest them levels and see if buyers step in. If not, I think it could be going down toward like 54. But like I said, I'll watch BTC to see if it breaks out or breaks down. If you ask me the ones that ask me to chart Mara, I'm gonna put it under. I'm gonna put under trying to make its post. That's for you, and it's for FYI. Google extra double cheese. I think we just charted Google too. It might not be too much to. Well, I charted Google, which they actually trade the same. So GOOG. Okay. Um, it's kind of forming. Look like it's forming uh, a nice bear penny. Could break out this week. Definitely be watching for that. Could break down. I'll just have to watch Google for. You just gonna have to watch it every day and check the candles, the daily candles. Make sure that the structure doesn't change. It's gonna need some volume to go to break above though, because it has that gap down from Friday of the 26th. So it traded, it gapped up It gapped up Friday on ER. It traded throughout the day, consolidated, and then gapped down on that following Monday and created a bearish zone. So we could be looking at this coming down some, unless the market just wants to just come out swinging tomorrow. We can look for, if it doesn't break out this pennant, it can come down toward like 166, 165. I say like 166. I would take calls here at 166 and make sure that the structure don't break. Posting it. Oh, that's my son who just walked up in. I charted Google, but I'm going to I'm gonna post this link for that under the Google for extra cheeseburger. Extra cheese, I think it's his name. If I'm messing your name up, bro, extra double cheese. Looks like a bull pennant as long as this pattern holds. Seller zone between look like 172 and 174. 172. Support would be, I'll put 166. Now, these charts, like I said, I chart daily after hours to make sure nothing as far as the structure of the pattern changed. So as long as as long as they hold all my levels, should be good. Okay. Posting the chart for Google. Like I said, if you go on my Twitter, you see something you like, just go ahead, like it for me. Let me know that that we watching, that we making money, that is, these are helping out. Cool. What's next? Cisco. I thought Cisco just had earnings, honestly. Like, it's too much to keep up with, but Cisco. I think somebody asked about Cisco in here too. Fishy goes. Okay, what's your thoughts on Cisco running up for you? Oh, that might have been something else then. Cisco has earnings on Wednesday. Let's see. Cisco. I would think that companies like Cisco and like networking companies, you would think that I always have a place in the market just because, IT computer systems, like they all operate through some type of like, networking, names like that and stuff. Cisco, boom, zoom in, boom. Got you, bro. Glad to see you here, man. Mm. Cisco get tight on especially um, going into ER, but I mean it could have something here. Could have something here. And daily, I try to break a chart down into as clean as I can. That's one thing I hate is trade noise, a noisy chart. All right, bro. So honestly, Cisco could be a head and shoulders on the daily, and if it is, it's going London bridges are gonna come falling down. ER is gonna have to save this stock. Let me see what my levels would be. Calls and puts, I look out. I try to do at least 2 to 3 weeks out. In this market, it moves sideways a lot. It like to burn premium, so depending on what I'm stocked and the volatility of it, I normally always check Greeks and I check the delta, I check the theta, I check the IV, and that let me know how far I want to go out. If I can find something within that week that has good Greeks, then I go with the weekly. But if it's 2 3 days and I'm still holding the weekly, Friday coming around, I'm letting it go. I'm gonna go further out if I really believe in the move. Cisco, you got Wednesday, Monday, and Tuesday gonna have to be interesting on Cisco. It's gonna have to be interesting. It's gonna have to run back up toward the 50 mark, or it's gonna break down. And probably if it breaks down, it's gonna go towards 43 and probably even lower than that if earnings don't save it. So I give you this chart, the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour work. Ticker symbol CSCO. Cisco. I'll be careful going to this on earnings. Earnings around the corner. Hey, I'm finna post this chart, bro, and I'll let you do your own due diligence. But just from what I see right now, that's just I don't know what that big drop off was, but I think that was when if I can't remember if it was AMD and Intel or AMD and Cisco. Something went on with China and like something happened with China and I think it was AMD and Intel because it had something to do with chips. So as far as this gap down that I'm looking at, I'm not sure what happened, but it dumped around the corner. I'll do possible head and shoulders, and that's just worst case scenario. If it holds this pattern, you can keep buying, but it breaks below, then uh, that's what you should be looking out for. Here's the link. Cisco. Okay. MOD. MOD. Modon. Never heard of this before, by the way. Yikes. This thing has been moving. This thing been moving for 2023. A year? Bro, that's crazy. I don't know if y'all can see it. This thing been moving for a year. Goodness. Shh. Is this something that you in, bro? Appreciate you. Man, what price did you get in? This chart is crazy. It's like a year's worth of just green candles. The only one. I bet I never heard of this stock before. Uh, Modine Manufacturing Company. I would have to see what sector this falls under because man, this chart's crazy. Like I wouldn't know how to chart. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know where to chart the topic for this right now. I'm doing my best to find the trends. This is an example of a stock that went parabolic. Goodness. And this what charting together does. Draws attention to companies that's been performing like this and that I'll do my best to see if you can keep getting even more out of the stock that you're in, especially if you're already holding. The window for this thing to go up is crazy. So let's see. What's up? Yeah. Um, I'm trying to find the top of this, but I'm trying to find the top. I swear. It's a straight upwards channel. Straight channel up. That's it. I think I got it as narrowed down as best as I can. So that way we can see if there's some good entries on this. Man, I'm going to. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I think the daily might be the safest way to chart this because it can go down for a few days on the daily, but it recovers quickly. So this might be the best way to chart it. It's at 103 right now. Tops could be 135. It can easily run another $20, $30 with no problem. So screenshot. I'm posting your chart up. What was that ticker? MOD. MOD. This thing. Your average is 76, but my cost base is only 2670. Hey, Twin. Yeah. Here, take this to Jay. Alright. Hey, 76 is that's nice. It has so much up room from where you entered it. I said look for buying opportunities around. I would look for buying opportunities around the $92, anywhere below 95. I would look for buying opportunities. Anything below $95, I would look for that. Yeah. For buying opportunities below 95, as long as the trend holds. So my thing is, if you buying shares, then you can't really go wrong with it. You know, you buy it, you holding it long term, obviously because it's a company that you believe in. So moves with Nvidia, okay, that's pretty dope. But as long as the trend holds, then you good. Keep buying. Once it breaks, then I'll start finding out how the market structure is gonna look. Even if it does break right now, I can see the inverted head and shoulders on the daily right off top, around $80. So it could fall. It can actually break below that inverted head, which is at like $80, and drop down a little below that and make an inverted head and shoulders, and it'll pull off again. So that's actually that's a good stock to be in. MOD. Here's here's the chart. AMAT. That's something I played calls in a while back. I forgot what news happened, but it dropped semis, and AMAT actually held up. It held up decent. I made a good little bit of money off of it. AMAT. It's at 209 right now. 209.73. This thing it looked like it's had a good year too. Of course, anything semiconductors has been having a good year, but this thing's been having a good year too. Definitely is in an uptrend. It's kind of wedging up, look like. We'll see how this play out. Might be looking at a breakout coming soon if the market wants to recover. When we Yeah, it's. I think it still is a good company to buy in. AMAT. It's been in a consolidation. It has a gap. Um, it has a gap below at 153, but I don't think that wants to break right now. Yeah, AMAT. We could be watching for a break above. I'm gonna do a break above two. A break above 214. Break above 214, and it could be going. But it has earnings on Thursday. So that's something that we'll need to watch too. If it's this high and it's trying to make all-time highs right now, if it's trying to make all-time highs right now, but you got earnings right around the corner on a Thursday, it could be manipulated. You know, people can run it up and get in early, or they could drop it down. They could rug pull it real quick so investors can get in cheaper before ER comes around. And then once they get in, once they drag the price down and everybody that want to get in, um, it'll send ER through the roof. I watched it plenty of times with Meta and Nvidia, where investors will drag the price down going into earnings, and then as soon as the market close, it runs up like $100. So I'm gonna post this pattern up here, like a upside down triangle, but it has gaps to fill below. And I'm wondering if it's going to try to fill these two gaps down to 199, 198 before ER. So that's how I'm going to play this 4-hour chart. Break above 213, 214, break above 214. AMAT. Break above 214. Well, I'm gonna lead with resistance because I don't think it's gonna just run resistance at 214. I normally try to lead with what the direction I think the stock is gonna go. So I'm gonna say resistance at 214. Could fill gaps. Gaps down to, I'll do 200. before ER, but break above 214. Break above 214 will be, from the looks of it, will be new all-time highs. So that could be a good move for getting ready to make new all-time highs. ER is coming around the corner. You got a couple gaps that need to be filled below the price of where it's at right now, because it had two prior gap ups before opening bell. And if it fills those quickly, they just drag that price down quick. I'll probably expect a good ER going into close. And you probably can make some good money to the upside. You'll get it down at 200. It'll test the bottom of that pennant or that triangle. Those are buyers. It'll test the bottom of that pattern, and then come Thursday, it could make a move up, back up to recover, and probably make all new time highs once the earnings report come out. I'm not sure how the company does, but just playing from the chart, it looks like a good company. Let me post it. AMAT. I seen somebody ask me about GME in the chat. If you look back on my Twitter, and I posted in the app too, I said, who I got eyes on GME? I do. I posted it on GME. Let me see when I posted it. One of the guys that I kind of helped trade, I think he ended up going for like 200%. I put him in when it was at 1273. No. He won the first time I posted it. I posted it on 5/2. Yeah. I thought I posted it before that though. But yeah, I posted GME. I had that light, got the glare on it, but I posted it when it was at $12.73. I think it now it's like, I think it's at like 17 or something. But yeah, I seen the falling. It was like a falling wedge or a pennant. I can't see the full pattern right now from the screenshot, but I seen it had a selling zone at 14. So the fact that it's been beaten down so long, I knew two things were gonna happen. Either they was finna squeeze out those sellers, or it's finna go. I think it can run at like 25. I think it can go to at least $25 or $30. That's crazy. He just posted. I posted on the 2nd of May. Yeah, you go to my Twitter and scroll all the way down to the beginning of the month. You'll see the chart when I posted it. On 5/3, I posted. If you saw this yesterday, it's up almost $3. Repost this and let's push another $15 once it breaks out. I've been looking at it the whole time, and I seen the move coming. I've been charting for a while, and normally when I see something that looks real nice, I'm not gonna say I'm always right, but I know good patterns when I see it. And GME, just the fact that how long it's been beaten down and then going into, I think they say earnings. It just looked like it just wanted to have another squeeze. I remember when the AMC GME squeeze first happened. It was crazy. It was money to be made both on the upside and the downside. And I didn't know half as much as what I know right now. But I mean, watching the AMC run like that and watching the the calls, the options were like $20 at the time for like an in the money call. And then next thing you know, you hold it for a week. You just don't do nothing. It's gonna go down before it close, and it's gonna open up like $2 or $3 high. Then it's gonna run another $3 up. It was crazy. You were watching $20 being turned to like 1,500 easily. People was going crazy, but then on the flip side, it was a lot of people lost it because you've seen a lot of FOMO news come out. AMC going to 1,500 and stuff like that, and they kept holding those contracts, not knowing how Greeks are set up. The IB ate them up, the Theta ate them up. On top of the money, the stock actually plummeting and not recovering, making lower highs. You don't get that money back like it was. So, but I think GME might hit 30. If it hit 30, remember I said it. They gonna pump it. I called for $15 as soon as it broke 14. I said it can go another $15. But I've seen the post, but I haven't seen the post. I haven't read it for my own, and I've seen somebody repost it though. FYI, you asked for on. You might be the last chart. Is actually light tonight. Normally, if you look back at the last Let's Talks, it was 15, 12, 15 tickets. Everybody was posting, but I guess everybody still might be kind of celebrating Mother's Day or whatnot. I appreciate y'all getting my subs up for the YouTube though. I appreciate y'all doing that so we can get to the money this way. It's easy to answer questions, that some of y'all might have. If I can help, I like to do this. I ain't got to make a whole bunch of money off of it because if I'm good at what I do, these stocks gonna make me money. These call options, these put options, these companies gonna make me money, and I ain't got to charge just to help people get to a level where they feel comfortable in this market. Spot testing all-time highs. It's possible. I'm not gonna say it's not. I think I posted it. I think SPY was my first chart that I posted today. If you go on my Twitter, and look at my first post today, I got the chart up and what I think about it posted. Like I said, I don't try to make assumptions too far in the future because I can't predict the market. So I hate giving somebody a bias or a thesis on what I think might happen. And I know news is coming up. Important pre-market news come up. It can be trending on close, and then that news come in hot, and it just flush the whole market, breaking market structures, having to change up and see what pattern is finna trade in, flushing past 200 EMAs and stuff. It's crazy, man. And having a bias or an agenda too far out, it can be bad if you don't really know what to expect. So breaking all-time highs, I think it can, but I also think that it'll be some profit taking once it does. Hey, whatever I can do to help, man. Whatever I can do to help, bro. There's just a little time on my day, to think with like-minded people, you know what I'm saying? And I ran a few discords. I've been analyst for a couple different discords. I know some pretty good traders or whatnot. I'm not a full-time trader. I'm not. I have a regular job, and then this is like what I do, not for fun, because I believe it or not, I make more money doing trading than I do with my 9 to 5. But my 9 to 5 come with benefits and this stuff like this. So I just take some time out just to talk, communicate with like-minded people, and see how I can help make money if I can help. Or see, I'm always open to somebody teaching me. I've been looking for somebody that can give me some knowledge on stuff for a while now, but um, I've dived so deep down the rabbit hole when it comes to stocks. It goes deep. So if you 1, 2, 3 years in, man, just stick with it if you can. Learn safe trading habits. Have rules that you live by in the market, and all I say is you'll survive. You can make money quick and you can lose money quick. The best thing you do is have stop loss rules, profit taking rules, um, trading the same setup every time. Like I learned that the most successful traders are the most successful because they find out a trading strategy that works for them and they take the same setup every time. They don't vary from it. They don't go and wander off and do something different. They take the same thing every time. On semiconductors, it look good. It definitely looks good. Um, it's earnings coming up. Oh, earnings not coming around until July, so it got some time. I think on semiconductors is gonna be a banger. I said that about MU a couple of days too. I charted that. It has a lot of up room. Anything in the semiconductor field, man, it has plenty of up room. So if you are in ON semiconductor, I think you may have something good right now. I see some gap downs prior to though, where sellers stepped in. So it does need volume in order to make these moves that it's making, but it's in a clear uptrend right now. I think we can run it by the 4 hour chart. It moves so fast. Damn, this thing damn to move like AMD. Right now it's squeezing. Look like the EMAs are squeezing. It's trying to make a rounding bottom. You know what? Actually, the daily might be the best thing to look at on this because it could break below and test the bottom of this trend. I'm posting it on my Twitter now. And if y'all looking at any of these charts that I'm posting, if you got questions or if you want to talk about it, just just let me know. You can post it in the live chat and we can rap about it. And if you want to find an entry or you want to know where to take profits at or whatnot, that'd be the questions to ask. It's been in a nice uptrend. If I can spell uptrend the correct way. Is anybody playing GME? Or I haven't even looked at AMC, but anybody in one of the meme stocks? How many of y'all played ALCC before the ticker change? Appreciate the thumbs up. I forgot to mention that. Like I said, I'm new to this YouTube game, so if you appreciate it, give me a thumbs up. But bro, and the chart that I had, I don't have the chart no more. It took the chart away when it did the ticker change, but the top was like $18.40 or something like that. And it didn't click in my head, think merger ticker change. And if the ticker changes, it's a possibility that some liquidity can be pulled out of it. I seen that with a couple of stocks. One that I got traumatized by was Nikola Trucks. Somebody already said when I mentioned it was that they was promising deliveries and they didn't even have trucks then. So that burnt me. I think I was holding calls because it ran up just like this ticker symbol KLA. Hell Calls. I was new. Hell Calls. Ticker change. I was listening to the news, YouTube, the just different people saying what it should go to, and boom, it just it opened up and just flushed, and I didn't know what to do. ON has been a nice uptrend. Uh, play, play the bounce has a gap to fill. Well, play the bounce at I'll say. Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading this chart all wrong. It actually hasn't been in the uptrend. It's been in a downtrend going into ER. It went ahead and showed us. It's like an inverted cup and handle almost. And now it kind of has like a falling wedge type thing going on. Has a gap fill down to 61 going into earnings. It's coming up on a rejection on the daily at 73. I don't know how I was reading that like that, but my boy Apple Bottom Jeans, what's good, bro? Hey, if you in the flow trading, um, my boy Apple Bottom, he with Quant Data. He's nice with it, man. You can go tap in and make money with him at Quant Data. I'm glad to see you in, man. I'm telling you, man, I know some decent traders, man. I know some real good traders. I say decent, real good traders. They got their own style, successful. I was one of Apple Bottom's analysts, man. Appreciate you for the opportunity. But yeah, on semiconductor is actually on a downtrend, but we're just gonna watch it going into ER, see if it's some volume, see if you want to break out of this little triangle pattern. If not, it's gonna go down to probably 64, 61, and it's gonna fill that gap up where the buyers wanted it for cheap. And ER isn't until July, so we just have to watch it for right now. I'm posting this 4 hour chart. Small fry. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm trying to catch up with you, man. You've been at Wall Street, with Einstein and Wall Street and everything, man. Look, I'm just trying to get there. Trying to get there like you, bro. I'm telling you. On It's in the current downtrend. And if y'all see any of the charts that I'm posting, if it's something that you follow on my Twitter, you see something that you like, or if it's something that I charted for you, the easy thing to do, one thing I keep posting in my Twitter for is because y'all can go and y'all can bookmark it and save it to y'all Twitter so y'all can go back and look at it or look at my levels or the pattern that is in or whatnot. And then from there, if there's anything else or you just want to scroll down my post and see if it's something that you like me doing this, it should never be an opportunity where somebody can't find a play to get in. Because I'm giving it to you for free. Like I said, I'm just putting opportunities out there. I'm not doing anything that nobody else couldn't do. It's just the fact that I'm not hungry for the money. I'm not hungry for people's money. I'm just trying to do this so we can all help each other make money. So we can all see the same thing. We can get this money together. Because at the end of the day, retail traders, we need to stick together, man. We got to make this bread. If you're in New York in August, I'll take you to see some events. Keep doing your thing. NVIDIA definitely on my sites. Tell me what you think about Meta right now. There's a lot of interest on you at 500C June. I'll check it out, bro. Uh, I will wait to see if it fills down to, let's say, I would like to see if it fills down to 62. The break above would be, I call a break above 70. I would like to see a break above 72.55. Hey, bro, I'm gonna take you up on that New York offer though. A break above 72.55 for calls. All right. 72.55. 472. 72.55. Copy link. Hey, Applebottom, I've been hanging out in this it's a little trading community. It's called After Hours Headquarters. Dope little community, bro. A lot of good people in there. A lot of people that's been making money in there too. That's the big thing. On semiconductor. All right. If FYI, if you still in here, I'm posting the on chart under yours for you to go and look at it, check it out, like it, bookmark it, whatever you need to do. So that way you can always make sure you're making money off of it. Sam Altman is ringing the bell on 524. I think that's gonna bring a lot of attention and could run it up. I don't know. It's been a lot of noise on ALCC, especially when the ticker, since that ticker symbol changed to OKLO. It's gonna be. I have to wait for a few more accounts to get made on OKLO before I just make an adjustment on that, because you never know how low it's gonna go. You never know if it's gonna recover. It kind of trades just like an IPO. You don't really know the valuation for it at the moment. So you just got to kind of wait and see what the institutions are going to want it at, to see where it's valued at. Could be a good company, could have a good CEO, could be a lot of stuff. Jordan, hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for stepping in, checking me out, giving me an opportunity to come and show you what I can do. I'm gonna try to do this as much as I can, so we can make some money, so we can make some bread. Uh, I'll send you a link, bro. I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna DM you in a little bit. I'm gonna check out Meta though. If you say Meta has some volume in there, I know you must be on to something. I got it charted still. I had um I had resistance at 475 and 479, and it still haven't broken out. I don't even have to rechart it, but if you still in here, it's on my Twitter. I'm gonna post it for you. But I haven't even touched the chart yet. It looked like it can go. It's just that seller zone just so big. It goes like that zone for sellers go all the way up to 492. So that's not saying it can't run up there, of course, but it definitely gonna give it some issues. With volume, it's going to 500 though. I'm gonna say with volume 493, a break above 493, we can be running it to 520. That would be nice. From 476 to 520. That'll be a beautiful run. And I know Meta, it runs crazy. So we just seen it, open and drop all the way down to 414, and it's already ran like $60 already. So if we get the right type of volume going into this week, yeah, we can make some nice moves. Nice money on Meta. Go long probably about a week or 2 weeks out, just so we don't get chopped out and premiums get burnt up. But if it makes a move like that this week, that's gonna be nice. Structure haven't changed yet, but like I said, that break above 492, it'd be it'd be a nice run. I'm gonna go back and find my better chart since it haven't changed, and I'm just gonna update it. Tesla. Yeah, I'll chart it out for you in a second. I need a charger. Phone about to die. I thought I had Meta charts, but I guess I don't have it recently. I don't know where I typed it in there, but I had it. Maybe it was somebody else's Discord or something. But Meta, it's been in recovery since the ER drop. A break above 479. We could see 492 and above that 520. Okay, so I just posted that Meta chart. That might be a banger. Hey, that might be one that we need to bookmark. If the flow line up with my charts and we see Meta break these levels, that might be something that we need to bookmark. I don't think nobody asked for that, but I'm gonna post it in the app anyways. And that'll be something we can watch as a collective. Thanks to my boy Apple Bottom Jeans. I'll put Meta maybe on the move. Okay. Uh Tesla. Man, Tesla's been crazy. My theory on Tesla and Apple is that they've been trading they've been trading kind of with the China news. So however China economy has been, even though they've been having their own problems, Apple with the declining iPhone sales and Samsung topping them for number one, and then Tesla with the whole, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was the Cybertruck news or the recalls on the Cybertruck pedals or the prices of them. It was something going on. Oh, look at that. I still got a halfway chart of Tesla from earlier. Me and my wife was talking about Tesla. We was talking about charts, and I just pulled that one up and showed it to her. But I halfway got it tested. Just talk. I mean, I halfway got it charted just talking to her about it. Let's see. It's a lot of people that didn't even believe in Tesla though. What that was giving up on Tesla. I kind of feel like I was one of them because I remember I used to trade Tesla when Tesla was trading at like $2,000. He said I hate Tesla with a passion. But yeah, I used to love to trade Tesla when it was trading at like $2,000. It was easy. It's volatile as hell, but it was easier to trade for me for some reason. I always chose the hardest stocks to trade. I guess that's why I'm trading Nvidia right now because it's the most volatile stock out just about right now. The thing moved like $20 a day. Well, Nvidia, SMCI, AVGO, those are pretty volatile too. I ain't gonna lie. But Nvidia is probably the most liquid one that you can get decent buys on the spreads with. I think if you trade SMCI, spreads are like $40 or $50 apart. AVGO have like $100 spreads that you can get filled and be screwed off open. DIS. I think I charted Disney a couple of days ago too. I'm gonna double check and see what we get on that one. Right when I get down with Tesla. Tesla's so versatile, bro. It changes market structure probably every couple of days. You never know what to think about it. But if you got the right persons charting it, you probably can make some money off of it like I'm finna give you. All right, so this is what I got with Tesla right here. And this is the pattern that it's currently in. It got that big ER gap. It might not feel it, but it just depends on how the market goes. If it does feel it, it'll be a good buying opportunity. Simply because it'll be in a buyer zone. Hey, babe, I told them I was just talking about. We was talking about Tesla, and that was one that I just showed you earlier. But I think any dip on Tesla would be a good buying opportunity. I'm posting the chart now. So if any of y'all going long on Tesla, if it dips this week, I would say buy the dip. It had a decent ER. So, well, it didn't have a decent ER, but it had a decent move after ER. So we don't know what type of news Elon has in store. It had a positive move from ER. I will buy this deal. Let me see. It is 145. 145. All right, so I just posted the chart for Tesla. Thank you. I know ain't nobody asked for it. Well, I guess you asked for it in the live chat. So I'm posting it in the Twitter, and then I'm gonna post it underneath the Let's Talk About It post. Appreciate you, bro. But here's Tesla. All right. See the likes, see the follows. I appreciate it. Definitely do. I'm just doing what I can, like I said, to help the trading community in the way that I can. Um, One thing we can all discuss, like I said, we can discuss charts, we can discuss indicators. Make sure I get that straight. Maybe we can discuss indicators, we can discuss trade strategies, um, Twitter link. But we can discuss all types of strategies. I'm just gonna type it under here. I'm not 100% set up with the live stuff quite yet. So once I get settled and I get used to this, I'm gonna have a little better setup. I appreciate it, man. The clouds help. It's a game changer, man. Sometimes them clouds they'll tell you a story before you even get there. If you know how to read it off like the hourly and the daily. Appreciate the ad too, bro. I think somebody said Disney, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to leave nobody out. Yeah, Disney. So, man, let me find the chart real quick. Give me 30 seconds. Oh, phone running on fumes. All right. Back to DIS. I still got DIS charted. It hadn't moved anywhere. It's still consolidating between them two zones that I had mapped out between 107 and 104. Of course, it's still trying to recover from that gap down after ER, which I'm not saying that it won't, but it's possible that it's going to move between 107 and 104, possibly a little lower until something happens to where it can get above these resistance points and start actually filling that gap back up. So I'll post an update for it. Marry it with the 500 flow. Hey, that's how you make money. You see something, you like it, You have find some with influence or something that somebody else see, and you make this money. Now, if y'all make money out Meta, you gotta follow that boy Apple Bottom Jeans too. He dudes lethal with the flow. Like him, the whole quant data, bro, is it's amazing. I still haven't figured out how to really read the flow like that, but I know he gonna put me on game whenever whenever I hit him up and ask him. He said he's gonna show me how to read flow. Disney. Yeah, so Disney, the charts pretty much hasn't changed. I got you. Disney. Chart hasn't really changed. It's still consolidating between 107 and 104. Put watch for a break below or above those levels. And I'm gonna copy the link under I'm gonna copy the link under your post and after I was out under tenfold. Is that all the charts for the night? Which I mean, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did 12 tickets tonight. Ain't too bad. Hey, Disney it'll do it to you. At 100, yeah. Cause the bottom of that pattern for Disney is somewhat at I'm trading. It's somewhat at like 102, 103. Matter of fact, I think I was in Quant Data chat talking to you, Apple, on we was on a live chat, and I had told y'all Apple was gonna hit 117 by the end of the next day. I think it just flushed off of something. Yeah, because it was trading at like 122. It was trading at 122, and it flushed down to like 116 after it had been trading up for like 2 days. Hey, low key, if you look hard enough on Disney, low key, if you look hard enough on Disney, it could fill that gap back up to 113, 114, and kind of make like a head and shoulders, or um, it could make a head and shoulders, but I don't know how that really will work trading back up into that pattern. But yeah, I see the head at 122. Then I see the left side kind of consolidated around like 112, 113, and that's trading directly up into a seller zone. So we'll see how that play out. If it breaks below that pattern, though, it probably can head back toward low 90s, mid 90s. It's possible, though. Hey, man, hey, Apple and Derek, man, y'all check out MOD. Ticker symbol MOD. I've never traded it before. Somebody asked me about it today, tonight. Bro, this stock has been on like a rampage for Probably a year. Yeah, ticker symbol MOD. Modine Manufacturing. Bro, it's had like crazy uptrend days. I don't know if it has options. I haven't just checked it, but just looking at the chart, nice. Have options. Okay. Man, chart's beautiful. Okay, you do it's not. It's just it's like a straight uphill trend. Yeah, it's just like a straight uphill trend. Look like something that you can just buy the dips on and be good. I'm looking through my Twitter now on a couple of stuff. The group that I'm in this after hours group, um, they had been playing this ticker ALCC, and it ran crazy. It ran crazy. Then they did a ticker change, a merger. It was a merger company, well, a SPAC, and they did a merger and changed the ticker symbol, and it went from like $18, and I think it's like down to like 8. But I can see it running back up toward 15, $16 though. Marvel. Oh, it look kind of choppy in between 74 and 63. So it look like it's been consolidating in a $10 range, but let's see what the chart says. I used to like trade Marvel back in the day. Mm, so far, Marvel chart don't look too bad. Bro, I charted Mara earlier today, and what I put was I'm just gonna watch Bitcoin. I just got a notification that Dogecoin was down, so I don't know what's going on with crypto right now. It looked it looked like crypto just dumped. To be honest, yeah, looked like crypto just dumped in the past hour. I wouldn't mind seeing I wouldn't mind seeing Bitcoin back down toward like 55 though. That 70 level, Marvel and Lily. Oh, you going for the big dogs. Lily? I think Lily is an amazing company. Lily comes out with a lot of good pharmaceutical drugs. Um, I don't know if you ever traded the contracts on LLY, but Eli Lilly got some terrible spreads. Terrible spreads. They don't have much volume on it at all. If you're gonna trade them, I would say try to get as close as you can to the ask price or the bid price and go from there because it's easy. If you trade Eli Lilly, it's easy to get a bad feel on them contracts. Like I wouldn't go heavy on the Eli Lilly contract at all. I'll buy one and I'll go long. It's kind of expensive, but it pays good. But once I see profit on Eli Lilly, I'll take it because it'll run up crazy. And then you turn around and check it a few hours later or end of the day, it's like literally red. VKTX. I don't know much about them. I know I love Eli Lilly as a personal, but I've been seeing that a lot of these medical stocks has been they've been making good runs lately, or the patterns look good. IBRX, that's been in a sideways consolidation lately, and it looked like it could be like it can be a good trade. IBRX, I think that's what it was. For my swings, stop loss rule for my swings, it's still like 20, 25%. I still stick by that options recovery guide. Anything under 25%, once that gap gets too far away from how much I need to recover versus, how far I'm down, I just cut and I find a new entry. I'm still working on Marvel, which Marvel don't look too bad. I try to always chart my patterns first, and then after I chart my patterns, then I go back and I check like my indicators, like my RSIs, MACDs, just to try to see if they have any confluence with the direction the chart's heading or pointing pointing toward. I like to chart blindly with my indicators and then see how they match up once I get my patterns drawn out. If I have too many indicators showing, I tend to try to make the pattern fit the indicators, and sometimes it just make my chart look biased. Hmm. We could have a little breakout coming on Marvel too. Let's see if we got any gaps. Could be testing the top of this little triangle again. I'm gonna say a break above 70.15 for Marvel. Take calls. And if it breaks that, then it could create a nice little squeeze up. At least probably to like 71. If it breaks that 70 mark, it could run up to about 71.50, somewhere 71.25, somewhere in that nature. So I'm gonna post this. It had a nice little V pattern the day before Wednesday. Yeah, it had a nice little V pattern between Tuesday, well, between Friday and Tuesday. It had a nice little V pattern. Hey, Apple, you finna go find the flow for all of these, ain't it? MU um, had a nice V cover, a nice V recovery last week. Hey, Apple, you ain't playing GME, are you? Look for a break above uh, 70.15 for calls. Copy. I think somebody put Eli Lilly too. Here's Marvel. And let me go find Eli Lilly. LLY. LLY. Mm, man, the chart on Eli Lilly that's another crazy one. Like if you had the money to just go long on Eli Lilly, the chart is just crazy. Uh, I'll go. It just goes vertical. I think last I read on Eli Lilly, they was trying to. All right, man. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. And for the ad on Twitter too. I appreciate y'all. But Eli Lilly was waiting on. Uh, I can't remember if it's a patent or. Hey, because oh man, glad to see you in here, bro. Definitely gonna be in here. Hey, we definitely gonna take care of you. But yeah, Eli Lilly, I think they're working on the Alzheimer's drug. Waiting on getting the FDA approval on some stuff like that. Last time they had it was weight loss, and weight loss. Everybody want to look, they want to look good for the summertime coming up. So weight loss gonna be on the top of the radar, especially if it's gonna make your life easier. And the drugs that Eli Lilly got coming out, man, is supposed to top of the line. So they stock just it has so much value, so much. Mm, I think that's all I can really do on Eli Lilly because it'll come down, but it'll come right back up. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna chart Eli Lilly like this. If you're gonna play Eli Lilly for calls or anything, you just make sure that you get filled on a decent spread. Check the volume, check the theta, make sure you check the Greeks. And if you don't know what Greeks are, you shouldn't be messing with Eli Lilly, because it'll burn you if you don't know what you're doing. All right, I think that's about it that I can do on Eli. Once again, man, I appreciate y'all coming, tap in with me on my first ever live. First ever live. I hope this is the first of many. I hope this week we make some amazing money off of this, off of these charts, off of these ideas, off of these tickers that we seeing now. Um, if this turns out to be a great thing, it's gonna turn out to be amazing. We're gonna make this into something that's gonna be every other day thing. I'm gonna do my best to keep y'all updated on the plays through my Twitter, through the after hours out, um, and through this YouTube. So looking at this Eli Lilly, um, is forming a little triangle pattern. I'm always gonna say Eli Lilly gonna go up. I think one thing about the medical stocks, medical industry, it's not gonna go nowhere. And as long as you got a profitable company that's continuously getting FDA approval, continuously making new drugs, things that needs to be cured or diagnosis, medical diagnosis that needs to be um, that people need help being able to live and cope with. And you're a company like Eli Lilly, that success rate is higher than most companies. I don't think you can go wrong with continuously investing in a company like this. Like right now, it has a bottom around 748 because it's been respecting this trend for since the 26th, so almost about a month. It's been respecting this trend that it's in. So until it breaks below, you keep playing this trend, this triangle pattern going into the summertime. And the last thing you want to do is try to play news. Retail gets news late. Like I think playing news is a horrible idea, but you always play the patterns until they break and you hold. And when the news come in, all you doing is you just sitting on. All you doing is just sitting on contracts. You sitting on money. You only have to do that. You can get like a free week of trading just because you caught the trend at the bottom and now you ride it up towards the top. Like it's amazing. Eli Lilly, um, amazing company. I'm gonna put calls at 748 as long as the pattern, as long as the pattern holds. Breakout is 800. And it could retest $800. And then I'm guessing if it breaks 800, right now all-time highs for Eli Lilly is 878. So right now it's having problems breaking above 800. But if it breaks above that 800 level, you can expect Eli Lilly to be making new all-time highs. Posted. Hey, 11 and 14, beautiful, man. Hey, got the kids in here picking up gems. It's how we supposed to be, man. Learning at a young age. I was mentioning earlier in the live that, man, this is something that should be taught in school, but it's not. So, um, if this is something that you learn at an age to where your brain's impressionable, you can definitely pick up on stuff like this, and this is something that you carry because believe it or not, this is generational wealth. This is how your kids get taken care of if you get into it early enough and you understand the fundamentals of how they invest in the stock market the correct way. Like, I'm not in this thing to be gambling or trying to get rich quick. Like, I'm in this thing for longevity. I'm in this thing to build wealth, to have my own 401ks. They were just talking about how Social Security is supposed to be running shorter on funds by the year 2035. In my head, they're not gonna do nothing but keep increasing the age of retirement. So people have to work longer. Like, you know, growing up, our grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents, by a certain age, 50, you know, grandmothers and stuff, they sitting at home, they retired, they, taking care of grandkids and stuff. But, now everybody's working to their 65, 66, 70. Like, people aren't able to enjoy living life, and then as soon as they retire, they got probably another good year in them or so, and they peeling off. You not really being able to enjoy your retirement unless you just got something like the military under your belt, where you can retire from there. But other than that, people not saving their money the right way. They're not investing it the right way, and they're making bills, and they having to pretty much work their entire life until they're actually satisfied with, all right, I'm just tired of working. But we trying to prevent that. We trying to be able to enjoy our 40s and 50s and 60s and not have to worry about whether Social Security is going to be there or not. Longevity, exactly. Hey, Apple, I appreciate you coming in. Bro, you've been taking care of me ever since I met you. I appreciate everything you do. Hey, if there's anything I can do, tap in with me, send me a DM, let me know. I'm right here, bro. Appreciate you. But did I post the Eli Lilly chart? Let me make sure. I want to make sure dude get his Eli Lilly chart and his Marvel chart. Ticker symbol MRVL. Paste. Boom. It's up there. I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. It's been a good night. I think I'm gonna go and wrap it up too. It's 10:30 when I'm at. Like I said, I ain't full-time trader yet, but I'm doing what I can in order to, help everybody make money so we can be in this thing together. But like I said, we'll tap in throughout the rest of the week. We'll look at these charts, see if it's updated or not. Um, if this is gonna be a long-term thing with these streams, then the quality is gonna get better. Of course, this was the last minute thing. I was asked to do this. What's today? Sunday. I was asked to do this Friday. I opened up my YouTube, started getting subscribers in Saturday. And then finally was just like, damn, I didn't know that this was gonna happen this quick. Let me go ahead and find out something. So here I am on a laptop. We're gonna work through the after hours app, which that's the community that I'm hanging out in right now. I'm gonna post these charts on my Twitter, and that way you can go there, you can save it, you can bookmark it, you can find your plays, you can find gems. I had about 6 or 7 plays that broke out and went crazy last week just from going look at the charts. You could have made easy bread, but we're gonna keep doing this. So I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like it if you're getting something from it. If you got questions, write them down, save them for me for the next live. If I can answer them for you, I can. If I can't, we'll find it out. I get you the answers. Other than that, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'll see y'all. Let's make this money. All right.